So, so today I'm watching I'm in a live stream. I mean, Kev Gilzs live stream about the 2016, one of the 2016 presidential debates. Yeah. So in the debate, Hillary and Trump, they're going at each other. So, because I'm an informed dude, I put a comment in the chat. My comment was, imagine the Antichrist was a woman, question mark. Like, imagine the Antichrist was actually supposed to be a woman. This guy says something to do with, Mr. Sun Truth, time out, we're not talking about what ifs. The Antichrist could be anybody. I agree with that. So I'm thinking maybe he doesn't understand what I'm saying. And he goes into says, young Pharaoh is an Antichrist. So I'm like, what? Okay, maybe this guy don't know what the Antichrist is. But I'm still trying to figure this where this guy's coming from. So I'm like, all right. I ignore that. So then, a female in the chat writes in the comments that Kev Gilzs is a leader. So I write back in the comments. I said, why are black people always looking for leaders? Like, why can't you learn to get information, inform yourself, and lead yourself? Why are you always looking for somebody else to go get information, to go figure shit out, to go lead? Why can't you lead yourself? Now, he then responds to that, and says again, brings my name in his mouth, Mr. Sun Truth, saying about, I can't even remember what he specifically said, but then I was thinking, did he think when I said leaders I was talking about Trump? But then I thought, nah, I don't think he thought that. I think he knows I was responding to the comment that the female put down about he's a leader. So he didn't like that. The fact that I'm saying, why are you always looking for leaders? Because he obviously thinks he's a leader. And again, he put my name, Mr. Sun Truth. You put my name in your mouth twice, too many times. Now, again, you mentioned the name young Pharaoh again. Like, I'm talking to you. Why are you mentioning young Pharaoh? So I asked you the question, why you keep mentioning young Pharaoh, but you didn't reply to that. So now I'm asking you now, why you keep mentioning young Pharaoh? Why you keep mentioning young Pharaoh to me? Is it because I did a video and I stood up for young Pharaoh? Because there was a nation, the fake nation of Islam, that came against one guy. So I stood up for him, absolutely, because that's what I do. I've been doing it for a long time, but that's what I do. Not only can I stand up for myself, but I can stand up for others. And I know the story of Malcolm X. I know about Malcolm X. And I know about the Nation of Islam. So I knew they were chatting shit. So I stood up for young Pharaoh. So what, you got a problem that I stood up for young Pharaoh? What? Why'd you keep mentioning young Pharaoh when I'm commenting in your class? First of all, you got to remember, you're doing a live stream about a 2016 presidential debate. Bro, this is 2020. Okay? So here I am, a more informed person, come to your lower level class just to see what the fuck that you're talking about. And it's not even a class, because really, you ain't no fucking teacher. Okay? And I ain't trying to diss you, because at the end of the day, if you weren't pushing for Trump, I'd go in on you right now. But because you have a little bit of sense and you're pushing for Trump, I ain't gonna go on you too tough. But let me tell you something, you ain't no fucking leader. Okay? You have a fucking chat show. You're a chat show host. That's what you are. That's why I come to your channel. So if you're wondering, oh, why are you coming to your channel? I don't come to your channel for fucking information, motherfucker. If I wanted to know about information about something that happened in 2016, where I already know about, I already evaluated all of that shit. The same video that you're watching, I've seen that video hundreds of times. We're in 2020. So why do you keep bringing up young Pharaoh? You got a problem with young Pharaoh? If you got a problem with young Pharaoh, go take it up with young Pharaoh. Don't bring up young Pharaoh to me, bro. Don't put my name in your mouth in the wrong way, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? You're a talk show host. I come to listen to your channel to get jokes. That's why I come to your channel. Alright? At the end of the day, you're on this friggin' live stream day and night, bro. Smoking weed. I ain't trying to diss you. Do your thing. I'm not trying to diss you. Do your thing. But mind how my name, Mr. Sun Truth, goes in your mouth. Because, bro, I don't need to touch people to deal with them. Alright? I don't need to touch people. I don't need to be in your country to deal with you. Alright? So I'm the I'm the same guy that called up your fucking show a couple of weeks ago to inform your lower level class of what's really going on. Some 2020 information. So your 400 and whatever people, live stream people that you pull in, because that's obviously what your job is. You're a YouTuber. That's what you do for a living, because you're fucking on here 24 hours a day, it seems like. You're pulling in 400 and something people, and you're talking about young Pharaoh who pulls in thousands of people. The guy brings in information, bro. When I go to young Pharaoh, I learn things. I don't learn nothing from you. And I'm not trying to diss you. I'm not trying to diss you, but I just don't like the way my name came out your mouth. Be very, very, very careful about that, because you don't know who the fuck I am, bro. I'm not threatening no one or nothing like that. But then I'm wondering, what the hell is this guy's problem? Because you keep mentioning the Most High, the Most High, the Most High, the Most High. The Most High is a title. It's a title of a human. It's a human title. God is a human title. Kings of Kings is a human title. Lords of Lords and all that shit, it's a human title. So what are you talking about? When you're talking about Antichrist and whatever, then I try to think, is you a Christian? Is that what this whole thing is about? That you're a Christian. So you're still actually waiting for the Antichrist to come up, and you're still waiting for Christ to come back. Not gonna happen, fam. But then I'm thinking, what church do you go to? You're a Christian, what church do you go to, bro? What church do you go to? Is it one of those churches that they charge people a 10% tax? So that they can get the word? Huh? Is it one of them churches? Don't let me have to go in on your religion, fam. Alright? Because at the end of the day, they collected tithes and offerings in churches back in the day. The tithes used to go to the Roman emperor. The offerings went to the church. And because the area that Jesus lived in was controlled by a religious institution, Caesar collected all of his taxes in church. So the 10% that all the individuals paid in the church went to Caesar. The offerings went to the church. Now you religious people are charging people 10% and saying that, will a man rob God? How are you robbing God? Where does all the money go to? Where does all that 10% go to? Does it go to God? Or does it go to one man's pocket? Don't come and try to chat shit, bro. Alright? Don't come and try and defend no friggin' Christianity and try and use the name Jesus when Jesus wasn't a fucking Christian. Alright? Don't come and try and defend Christianity and using the name Jesus, because Jesus was not a Christian. Jesus was fighting against people like all these religious people. I don't even know if you're religious, but the way you're coming at me like you're some Jesus dude. You're some Jesus Christ dude. Huh? You like worshipping Serapis. That's what it seems like. But don't play with me, fam. Don't play with me. Mind how my name comes out of your mouth. The next time I come into one of your chats and I put a comment on there, mind how Mr. Sun Truth comes out of your mouth. And stop bringing up young Pharaoh. I ain't related to young Pharaoh. I watch young Pharaoh just like I watch everybody else on YouTube, so I can see who's chatting shit, who's talking sense. I evaluate young Pharaoh just like I evaluate you. I'm waiting to see young Pharaoh if young Pharaoh's gonna slip up. And then you probably think, oh yeah, he slipped up because he believes that the black woman is God, and you believe Serapis is God. But let me break that down for you, because you obviously lost. Let me break it down to you. The reason why, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't need him to tell me. It's fucking obvious. The reason why he says the black woman is God is because the black woman should deserve the title. Remember, it's a title. It's a human title. The black woman deserves the highest title as a human because she was the first human. That's what he is saying. The black woman was the first human. So if anybody deserves a title of godhood, not deity, she's not a deity, of godhood. If anyone deserves the title of Lords of Lords and the beginning, it's the black woman. That's what he's saying. But at the end of the day, we all know, everybody that with a little bit of logic know that nobody knows what the creator is. Nobody knows. We know that. And all you religious people need to accept the fact that none of you know. None of you know what the creator is, who the creator is, what the creator is. Nobody knows. It's something that we will never be able to figure out. But you religious motherfuckers want to walk around like you know, like you figured it out, like God spoke to you. Don't come and try and chat shit. There's some people that you can fool and there's other people that you can't fool. Nobody knows. Which is why the second commandment says, make no image of anything above and beneath. But you fools think, oh, an image is only a physical thing. Can you not make a mental image of something? Can you not make an emotional image of something? My God is my God is jealous. You make emotional images. You're making mental images of something that your own Bible says don't make no image of. And then you want to come and tell people about God. The reason why it was written in the book of the elders to make no image is because of because of fools will come make images, will come and give somebody a mental image of what God is, or what the creator is, or whatever title you want to put to it, and then fool millions of people. And you sound like one of these millions of fools if you really are a Christian, and you sound like a Christian, and you ain't said it yet, but the way you're behaving, I'm starting to realize, starting to figure things out. Is this your issue? Talking about the Antichrist listen, Christ is righteousness. That's what that is. The spirit of Christ is the spirit of righteousness. So what? In all of my analyzing young Pharaoh that I've watched him for the past couple of years, you can't tell me that this guy ain't righteous. From what comes out of his mouth, the truth that comes out of his mouth, you can't tell me this guy is anti-righteous. And that's what righteous is, which is why I said Hillary Clinton was the Antichrist, was the anti-righteous person that was going to stand for that evil stance, which is exactly what I put into your comment. But that comment was overly above your head. But don't get it twisted. You're a talk show host. Continue your talk show, keep bunning your weed, all right, and do your thing, all right? I've already called into your show, bro, and I told you, well done, you're doing a good job. But don't ever let my name come out your mouth in the wrong way again, bro. Like you're some kind of intellectual being above me, bro. Ever.